Hi everybody, so we're gonna do another manga video. This one's gonna be about coloring and shading and little details here and there. Hopefully I'll help you out. So I'm gonna show you one of my drawings that I've done. So here I basically drew one of my characters that I like, Orphan. Really good anime, really good manga. Into here. Ooh, look at the details. Sexy. Okay, anyway. Now, I want to say one thing. Don't try to copy somebody's work onto here. Only do that if it's like for fun or you're just sort of like rusty. Like I'm pretty rusty, I think, and I want to get back into this, so I slowly just started drawing fan art. So drawing fan art is okay, but when you're one of those people on DeviantArt that copy someone else's work, put it on your channel or DeviantArt and say, look what I did, this is my character, this is my pose, I didn't copy it from anything, that's bad. But if you're doing it just for fun, or in this case, I need it for an example, whatever, you know, it's just for fun. So here we go, and basically I'm focusing on color anyway, not the drawing, so that works. Okay, look at his face really quick. Look at the color on his skin. It's like a nice little peach color. So you would think I'm gonna color mine peach color, right? But you look very closely. There's more than just peach. Well, first off, there's the peach color. I see red. I see brown for shadows. And I see some white. Especially like about the tips and the nose. See, there's some white. I see these 4 colors in one skin. And you may not see it, but if you look closely, there is always going to be more than just one color. There's not anything that's just one color. Look at his bandana. His bandana is red up here, but then down the edge you see a little dark red from the shadows. You could even see there is a little more darkness in this is a shadow from his hair. And this is the actual hair. See, there's skin tone here, like there's white. There's peach, and there's that little brown underneath it for the shadow. There is nothing that's just one color. Open your eyes to even the world you are living in. Look at that pencil right there. That blue pencil. It's blue, right? But it's light blue here, like a sky blue, and down here it's like a royal dark blue. Look at that. Even here, this is white on top. Oh. Fucking pen. It's white up here. And the other side it's like grayish dark. See? There's more than just one color. Look, even my face, you can see there's a little like light peach color here, dark peach here. There's a shadow under here from like the glasses. So you need to really look up not just one color. Okay, so I'm going to show just the face and me coloring it so you kind of get a, you know, a good example of how I shade my characters and I use light. What my teacher taught me is he said always put a little arrow to where the light is going to be hitting. So the light is obviously hitting this side of the face. So I'm going to put a little arrow that I'm going to erase afterwards. So then you know light's over here, shadows are on the other side. So that's something that you can use for yourself too. Time to draw or color. Just so you know, shadows, you have to really get in there, like deep in the shadows. That is really what's going to make your drawing pop up. Kind of like come to life in a 3-dimensional space. So yeah. I usually start really light with the skin. Definitely start with skin first. I would advise to start with skin first in coloring wise. Especially when your character has very dark hair. Because, you know, what if, like, you can tell that I'm getting a little bit of these peach colors into the hair by accident, but it doesn't matter because he has, like, dark brown hair, so no one would know. When I get in the zone, sometimes I usually draw, like, with two pencils at the same time. Like, I'll just switch really quick and just... I hold the pencils really, really bizarre, by the way. Like, I know you can probably tell. I've always held pencils like this. Like, I know that's inaccurate, but, you know, an artist, you have to find your own way, and if it works for you, it works for you. So there's certain structures around the face that need to be brought up in, like, a three-dimensional thing. Like, under the chin, if you feel underneath your chin, on your chin, like, under your lip, you'll feel a little depth deep in. So we're going to darken that little spot down here so we can bring that chin up. And especially behind the ears, I'm going to use a darker brown for inside the ears because there's definitely more darkness inside here because of all the ear loops. We're going to darken that little spot right here, side on here, and don't forget underneath the ear is usually pretty dark. Places that are definitely dark, you can use dark brown, or you can use little lines underneath, like where the chin is. That's definitely where you would use darkness. I usually put a little dark of brown underneath there. Just a little bit, little dab. Let's see what else. Mostly in anime they don't do this, but I like to put a bit of color on the lip, especially the top lip, because obviously that in real life is not completely flat. So eyelids, I don't want to give him too much of an eyelid color because it looks like he'll have eyeshadow and maybe like he's in drag or something, so we don't want that. Unless you're drawing yaoi, then go right ahead. Alright, we're going to start with the color of the eyes because I don't want to put too much colored pencil and too much layers on top of my face. So you look at the eyes, I'm sure it's like a yellowish kind of color, but again, like I said, nothing has just one color. So I see yellow, and I also see a dark kind of a copper feel color. Black and white. Black and white are usually colors that are always going to be in eyes no matter what color they are. You always, almost always, need gray for eyes, and I'll tell you why afterwards. We're going to start with the lightest color of the eye, which is yellow. I see that there's a lot of yellow at the bottom. We're going to use a tan color. It's like yellow, but just a little more darker. And I'm going to put another brown on top of that tan, because you really can't tell the difference with that yellow shape. Because eyes have a lot of fluids inside, and they're always going in a motion circle. So it gives you oxygen and gives your eye balance. That's why you gotta give it that round, circular kind of feel. I'm gonna put a little black on top. Okay, and a little white at the bottom of that yellow. And of course that little light that proves that he's alive. And I put a lot of color over all this, so we're gonna put a little more dark into that pupil. And sometimes the black fades around it, so you can go over the eye if you want. I don't want to, but that's just a thought. Now here is a reason why you need gray. Always, always need gray. The top part of the eye is going to be darker than the bottom color because of the light. So half of the white part of the eye is going to be in gray. In this case, because my arrow, the one I talked about, the light is coming from over here, that means there's going to be more darkness on the right side. So I'll put a little line. It's going to show exactly where the dark is. White, gray to white. And you can, and there's your eye. Alright, so I got the skin, and you can tell I did the same thing with the face I did with the skin with the arms. I put more darkness under here because there's like this muscle tone thing that pops up. Little arrow, the light is pointing this way, so there's shadow under here. I usually put really, really dark over the clothes that are on the skin because, you know, that's a lot of darkness with clothing. The same way that I drew this eye, you know, we colored it around because, like I said, the fluids in the eye circle around and around, and you want to draw it in that motion. If you're going to be drawing skin, kind of gently flatten, like pattern it, like as you're putting makeup on, because, you know, that's how skin looks. You want to just, like, you know, color. There's a certain way to color different things for hair, eyes, skin, clothes. There's different ways to color it. Hair, I always draw it, color it like this, because that's how hair looks. You know, hair grows like that. I'm not going to color it this way, obviously, because no hair goes like that. It's going to be like this. Look at me, I changed shirts. Sorry. I went to work, so I finished the rest of the video. That's why I have a different outfit. So like I said, always think about detail and get little lines in there. So at the end of my manga videos, I always talk about little last minute advice that you can do for yourself. And like I say many times before, if you really, really want something, you do it. You draw, draw, draw every single day. And I admit that I've actually not been drawing every day because, you know, this economy is so bad, especially for us artists, and I've gotten depression and anxiety because of it. And it's normal, you know, when you lose your passion because you're depressed or something's going on at home or something's going on in your life and you really can't focus because it takes your passion away from it. You just want to sit down and do nothing all day. That's normal. I just want to let you know that you're not alone. Every single artist has gone through that emo depression stage. It's a matter of getting up and just drawing. Just get up, get a regular piece of paper, even if it's something small and scrappy, anything you can find, and just start scribbling, start drawing. And when you start getting into that mood, you'll start seeing little shapes and you'll get ideas and it'll come back to you. It will come back to you. You cannot just lose your talent overnight, you know. If it's something you really, really love and you want to do, keep doing it. And it's hard too because, you know, we all want to pay our debts or our bills, and we focus so much on just getting a job, any job, that doesn't have to do anything with art. And it's sad because some of us lose our ways. We get stuck in a job for so many years and we forget why we're working in there in the first place. Like, I'm just here temporarily to pay off my bills, but I should also be working on my art. It's hard, and I've been there. I've had so many jobs that had nothing to do with art. And I will let you know, don't give up. One of my inspirations for getting back into my art was one of my managers. He worked at our movie theater for like 10 years, and he recently just retired. And he did because he finally found the job of his dreams. He wanted to study, he wanted to become a teacher at a university. And he finally got the job, and it took him years and years, like a decade, but he finally got that job. And he even said, don't give up, you know, as long as, he gave me some advice before he left at his goodbye party. He's like, don't give up. Like, if you really want something, just keep going at it, you'll find it. There is no way you can find your dream job the second you graduate, unless you have connections, which not everyone is that lucky. Hopefully this video inspired you, helped you out. And if you want to check out my art or little tips that I do, check out my DeviantArt. I haven't been on there in a while, but I promise I'm going to start going back on there. Check it out, link below, DeviantArt. I'll put some random sketches starting, like, even if it's just me with the yaoi paddle sketches, like anything, just draw. You can check out my online store. I'm selling joey bracelets and rainbow bracelets to show your pride. And if you want to check out more of my manga videos and manga tips and art tips, just generally just art, click on these links below right here. So that's all I'm going to say. Goodbye for now, and I will see you very soon. Just don't ever let go of that pencil in your hand. Bye.